So you want to know about serpentine. My name is Sheila from Satin Crystals, and today we are discussing serpentine stone, answering your top 5 questions about this crystal, and at the end, I will reveal if you are somebody who could benefit with serpentine in your life. Before you begin, make sure that you're subscribed to the Satin Crystals channel so you do not miss out on serpentine and your favorite gemstone videos. Now that you've done that, let's talk about serpentine. What is serpentine? Serpentine is a yellowish green to a dark, almost blackish green stone. It is named because it usually has like a snake-like pattern, or it is also, when you feel it, it is very slippery. It has a slithery kind of texture. It's kind of like soap when you feel it, compared to other stones which may be more glossy, glassy, rocky, other types of textures. So this is serpentine. We call this serpentine in the gemstone trade. Geologists call it serpentinite, and both of them refer to the same stone. Serpentine is actually this green mineral that is found in the serpentinite rock. If you want to know more about the origin and the geology behind serpentine and serpentinite, head to Satin Crystals. We have more information for you there. The top 5 questions that we are going to answer about serpentine today are: what is the energy of serpentine? How can you use serpentine in your healing practice? What other names will you find serpentine under? How can you tell serpentine is real, fake, or if it's actually a jade? And finally, is serpentine harmful to humans? Can you wear it safely? Now this is where we're going to be talking about the asbestos. So stay tuned. What energy does serpentine have? In crystal healing, serpentine is best known for its life-giving energies. So it's great for the kundalini, which is your dormant serpent energy at your root chakra that can awaken with the help of serpentine to rise up to the crown for your spiritual awakening. Now that is the kundalini in a nutshell. If you want to learn more about your kundalini energy, you can head over to the serpentine article on Satin Crystals where we discuss it in depth. It is also great for harnessing your chi or your life force energy. So if you're feeling a little low or down, you want to reactivate your auric energy, use serpentine for that. Serpentine is also very popular for use in past life regressions, or using while you're in therapy, or when you're doing guided meditations that transports you to your past, because it helps you to confront your past traumas, to accept them, overcome them, so you can move forward peacefully. So past life regression, serpentine is very popular for that. It is a stone for the heart chakra. The green color vibrates with your heart chakra for emotional balance there. But it's also great for your root chakra because it roots you down to the earth. Serpentine is connected to the earth element, so it helps you to bond with your natural self, with the natural world around you. So it's great for people who are doing any kind of earth healing, earth magic rituals. So that's serpentine, metaphysical properties. How do you use serpentine in your healing practice? There's many ways that you can use this stone in healing. I'm going to show you a few ways here and then head over to the Satin Crystals Serpentine Meaning article, and we have a lot more ideas for you to enhance your healing with. So first of all, you can do crystal layouts, is when you lie with crystals on you and around you. And this is a very calm, meditative state. It's kind of like putting yourself in a web of healing. So one crystal layout that I would recommend is placing a serpentine heart at your heart chakra And then you would surround your body with serpentined tumbled stones. And this is so you can let go of past traumas and help to heal your current emotional self. Another way you can use serpentine is to wear it at your heart chakra in necklace pendant form, like this necklace I have here. You just have it with you throughout the day to activate and open up your heart chakra. Even better is if you also have some serpentine anklets, so it's both opening the heart and connecting you, grounding down with the earth element at your root chakra. Serpentine eggs are perfect to hold in the palms of your hands. They're smooth, they're curved, and they fit perfectly while you are doing past life regressions. So hold on to your serpentine eggs and transport yourself back to the past. Confront those issues that you have been avoiding so that you can come back and start on new beginnings. And the egg shape is also great for new beginnings as well. For your Kundalini meditations, I recommend holding at least one serpentine sphere, one in each hand, one in both hands, and having at least one serpentine stone at the base of your spine, as this is where your Kundalini energy lies and you want it to rise up while you're doing your meditations. You can work with serpentine wands. Here I have a facial roller, and here I have a double terminated wand, which you can press into acupressure points. So you can use this to physically remove tension from your physical body and metaphysically remove any obstacles from your metaphysical body. So together they can help clear the way to a fresh new you. You can use serpentine for your garden or surrounding your potted plants, especially if you have pieces that are broken and you no longer want to use for your healing session. You can place them right back into the earth for that earth healing. You can, of course, also use them for your earth rituals. If you are grounding into the earth, you can use serpentine as well. For feng shui balance, you can place serpentine in your knowledge and growth area, as this is perfect for your spiritual advancement in life. A perfect example would be this serpentine owl, as the owl is a symbol of wisdom, so they are perfect for your knowledge centers. Besides pendants at your heart chakra, you can wear all kinds of serpentine jewelry and hold little serpentine amulets with you throughout the day if you want to harness that life force chi energy that you need to excel and shine in your life. What are other names that you can find serpentine under? Now, besides the geological name serpentinite, serpentine goes by many other names, so you might be finding them under other pseudonyms in the gem trade, and also some misnomers to act like other stones. So first of all, let me show you a few different stones names that serpentine might go under. We have the whole list on the serpentine meanings article at Satin Crystals if you want to educate yourself further. So first of all, you might find atlanticite. And atlanticite is a green serpentine with purple stick-tight minerals. So you'll see tiny purple inclusions, and those are the stick-tight mineral inclusions, and this stone is from Australia. It is best known for connecting with the lost civilization of Atlantis. You might also find infinite stone. It's an infinite serpentine, and this is a grayish green serpentine from South Africa. So this is a marketing term for the South African serpentine. If you have a serpentine with the rich black veins traveling through, this is known as asterite, and healers like to use it for astral travels. This piece here is also called rickolite, and this is a banded serpentine with white talc from New Mexico. Another term that you might hear for serpentine is healerite or noble serpentine. And this is a lime green stone, most similar to this color here. This is not actually healerite, but it is a similar color as that. And healerite only comes from a certain location in Washington State in the USA. So it is a trademarked term, but you probably will find a lot of fakes out there. So do your research if you are looking for that particular stone. Now, those are some names of actual serpentines. But serpentine also masks itself as jade. So a lot of jade out there is probably serpentine. Here we have new jade, as it is called. This is serpentine. Here you can find peace jade, the white cloudy look of serpentine. And we have a lot of other names that serpentine goes by to pretend that it is jade, because of course jade is much more valuable than serpentine in the gem trade. So make sure you know exactly what you're buying, as most likely a lot of the jade out there is serpentine. How can you tell real versus fake serpentine versus jade? Now, lucky for us in the gemstone trade, there is not much fake serpentine out there. Serpentine is very abundant, it's affordable, it's easy to find, and there is not really much incentive for vendors to pass off fake serpentines. Now, scientists do make fake serpentines, synthetic serpentines in laboratories, because serpentine has such a versatile use in everyday life. So you might find it in industrial settings, but in the gemstone trade, serpentine is probably serpentine if it is labeled such. However, serpentine is often dyed to look like other stones. For example, it could be dyed purple to pass off as a much more expensive sugilite stone, or it can be dyed green to pass itself off as jade. And this is the most popular thing you will see out there. As we said, a lot of the jade out there is actually serpentine. Now, the best way to find out if your jade is real is, of course, to send it into a certified laboratory and they can do the scientific tests for you. But there are ways that you can determine for yourself as well. And it's very easy if you know the Mohs scale of hardness. And this measures the hardness of every single stone out there in the world. Serpentine is around a 3 to a 6 on the Mohs scale of hardness out of 10. And jade, real jade, is always 6 to 7. So real jade will easily scratch serpentine. Serpentine will not scratch jade. So this is a real piece of jadeite jade. And this is a serpentine stone. It actually has a broken tip here as it wasn't very sturdy. But when I scratch it with this jade, it does leave a white mark. When I scratch the jade with this serpentine, the powder from the serpentine comes off, so you might think it's getting scratched, but when you wipe it away, you'll realize that the jade was not scratched. So that is an easy test to tell between your jade and your serpentines. You can just try to scratch it with anything that is harder than a 6 on the Mohs scale of hardness, and you'll find out if you have serpentine or not. Now, another way that you can tell is if you have 2 pieces of serpentine and you scratch them together, you should be able to see that white residue coming out of it as well. So at the end of this serpentine where it broke off, you'll see it's kind of white and powdery. If you had 2 pieces scratched together, you'll see that same kind of powder. Now this I found, I did test on a few pieces of serpentine, and it's easier if you do have the raw pieces or the rocky edges rather than the polished surfaces that you might have to scratch a little harder. Plus some of the surfaces are more, they're coated to protect them, so you might have to scratch even a little harder than that. Another thing we have previously mentioned is that serpentine has that soapy feel, whereas jade has more of a glossy, glassy feel. Now this of course is a very subjective test. You have to know your stones and your textures, but that is one way that some people figure out which one is which. Another way you can tell the two apart is that serpentine sometimes has the black magnetite veins, and the magnetite is magnetic. So if you place a strong magnet to it, you can see that it is magnetic, whereas jade will not have these black magnetite inclusions. This piece of serpentine doesn't, but some of the other ones where I showed you does have the black veins. Those ones would, like this bracelet here has black as well. Another way to tell the two apart is that jade is much denser than serpentine. So another subjective test is if you have this two stones in the same size, you can toss them up in the air, catch them, the jade would be heavier than the serpentine. But of course, preferably you would do the density test in a scientific method to get a more accurate answer for yourself. Now, those are just a few ways that you can tell the two apart. Of course, there are other tests that you can do, but you can check that out on the Satin Crystals article. As long as you know what you are buying, that is not a problem. If the vendors tell you it is serpentine and you're looking for serpentine, excellent. If they tell you that it is serpentine, or if they tell you that it's jade, but it's actually serpentine, you know that you are getting ripped off, because serpentine is a much more affordable stone. Is serpentine harmful to humans? Is it safe to wear? Most serpentine is perfectly safe. It has nothing to do with asbestos. But one type of serpentine, under very high temperatures, forms a serpentine called chrysotile. And chrysotile may form white fibers that are known as white asbestos. Now, all the other types of serpentine does not form this white asbestos. It is just chrysotile. And chrysotile is not the most abundant of serpentines. So you really have to go looking for it. But chrysotile has white asbestos. And white asbestos, while it could be harmful, is not the most harmful of asbestos. There is blue asbestos and brown asbestos, and those are much more harmful to humans. White asbestos actually can dissolve in your lungs on its own, whereas the other ones may accumulate. Now, chrysotile asbestos is only harmful to people who are breathing in the powder for prolonged periods of time over many years. So this usually just refers to people who are doing lapidary work, who are drilling, who are carving, who are polishing the stones. And this could apply to many different stones like malachite or tiger's eye. Those kind of fumes accumulate in the lungs. But for us who are just using it for crystal healing or decoration, we have nothing to fear. Chrysotile, we can polish it. If it's the non-fibrous version, we polish it, we use it for jewelry. It's been used for thousands and thousands of years without any problems. You can hold it, you can touch it, you can wear it, you can even lick it, and nothing is going to happen to you. So it's only one specific type, and if you are breathing it in for long periods of time. Now, white asbestos, as I said, is the least harmful to humans. But you know, sometimes one bad apple just ruins it for the rest of us. This is the case of the asbestos in serpentine. It's also why California was trying to revoke serpentine as its state rock. You can read more about that on Satin Crystals as well. But for now, all you need to know is serpentine, as you see it in the market, is perfectly safe for you to wear, for you to use, and for you to decorate your home with. Are you somebody who could benefit from serpentine in your life? Now, if one or more of these statements refers to you, then serpentine should be part of your crystal collection. If you are somebody who is wanting to raise your Kundalini energy, use serpentine. If you want to unblock your heart chakra, you can place serpentine there. If you want to harness your chi energy into your aura, use serpentine. If you want to learn from your past life traumas, overcome them, move forward, you want to have serpentine by your side. If you want to ground and connect in with the earth elements, you can connect with serpentine. And if you're somebody who wants to detoxify your body, either physically or metaphysically, you want serpentine in your life for sure. How do you feel about serpentine now? Did you learn something new? Have you had some serpentine experiences? We would love to hear them. Feel free to comment below or contact us at Satin Crystals. While you're there, collect all your favorite serpentine stones and jewelry in the serpentine collection. Also, join the Satin Crystals VIP Club. We email and SMS crystal healing information to you every single week. As always, thank you for liking our video, subscribing to our channel, and bringing your positive energy here at Satin Crystals.